Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Bob, Trade Genius, the 24th of June. I just want to show you a chart here that pretty much anybody can really set up, but why things that are the best setups are so apparent and that you can have confidence taking the trade. And this is the euro dollar, and this is on a 4 hour chart, which we like to trade. And so going into the 19th of June, the euro dollar was falling down across its channel. You can see stochastics. This is a fast acting stoch. Look back. This is the slow acting stoch. Look back there. Both resetting. This is money flow, which you get the ebb and flow of. And this here is basically a graphical representation of MACD convergence and divergence. And so what this is showing here, and I have mine set to 9 for fast MA and 48 for slow MA. It's nearly the ideal crossover for golden and death crosses, by the way, not the golden and death crosses that you see on TV. This is so stupid. They're so slow. And this has been back tested to be a high probability of profit crossover. But I don't like to wait for the crossovers because they're even still too delayed in terms of the move, especially in the environment with the algos here chopping a lot. So I'm always interested when you start seeing this go from red to green, and then I look for confirmation. I don't buy just on this. And so I was watching this as the euro was falling, and then we had a green here at the bottom of the channel. I'm always interested in the bottom of the linear regression channel. We look back 100 periods of time, and this tells me that this is a high setup. So I got a green. I got one here, but we were still below the 9 moving average. Nah, not too interested. The slow stoch was still oversold. The moving average gave a buy signal, but in and of itself is meaningless. And then we got our moneymaker signal, and we were green, and we broke the 9, and money flows in the top half of the channel. And then the very next day, the stoch broke out of its oversold condition, and it just made a really nice trade. And for us, if you're trading it when it would hit here, you would look to take profit or move your stop up, and then it reset again, and everything else was still on the green side. And one thing a lot of people do too is if they're in a trade, they'll let this trade fall below the 9 moving average a lot of times on a closing candle to close a trade out. For whatever it is reason, the 9 moving average traders trade against it. So that's why it's on my chart. And you could have ran this thing up to here. Now we're coming back into another bump of the moving average again. We have the money flow setting up again. So if you got in this trade here and you would have closed it here on this candle right here, now you're waiting to see whether or not we get a failure because you're at the top of the channel. So now you have a lower probability setup, not an impossible probability, but a lower one. And so, if you have 5,000 other things to trade, you may just say, okay, this is good. Maybe I'll trade it, but maybe I'll go look for something else that's at the bottom of the channel and coming back up. And but the the moving averages are green, so there's no sell signal there. This moving average is green because you're above the 9. The stochastics are saying that people want to buy this, so any kind of candle moves getting bid, and the money flow is resetting. So if I was a betting man, I would say the likelihood is that it'll push above the channel, and then but you wait for the signal, because what may happen now is that you may get this buy signal here, and then you look to see if it's going to fail or if it just fails and falls right out. But I just want to show you that's how we use our moneymaker indicator, and we match it with the MACD, and then we look at the Stokes and the money flow, and the channel. And it's just right here. It is. It's just staring right at you in the face, and you just filter and filter and filter. And what I do, because I cheat. I have another software package that I actually built in. I built in those reversal indicators here. So I'm looking for things over the 9. I'm looking for things over the 13 moving average. I'm looking for the convergence between the 9 and 48 to trip. You know, I'm looking for the money flow to reset down to 0, and so I'm always looking for opportunities to buy. And one of the things that it does for us, it puts you in a higher probability setup. And if you're wrong, you're not going to take a catastrophic loss, even if you get stuck in the trade for a while. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you, and try to help you guys, work on and gain better setups. Thanks for listening, and I think it's going to be crazy couple of weeks coming up here. End of the month, end of the quarter, G20 meeting. The currencies and gold are going crazy. The miners are going crazy, and just a lot of cross currents. And then the crazy thing going on with oil, and you got the OPEC meeting. So, opportunity and volatility. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.